3, 2, 1, action.
Okay, I'm not opening with this though. Great.
Yeah, that's it. It's in there.
Shut up.
Okay. It's going to start with, shut up. I'm okay with that.
Welcome everybody. I'm Miriam, and I play Shadow on 5e Stages of Grief, brought to you by our D&D group, Bards on the Roof. Now, we've been playing for a while, and our game is amazing and so much fun, but if you haven't had a chance to watch until now, and you're feeling a little bit daunted by the amount of content that exists, we're here to help you out. We're going to provide you with a short recap so that if you decide to continue watching, you can jump right in from episode 31, which will be airing very, very soon. Here is what you missed on 5e Stages of Grief. Our story begins in the depths of a prison, where 5 people accused of a crime meet in their cells. And what's the crime? The assassination of Lord Hawkwood, a high-ranking noble, and his young son. There we meet Shadow, a devoted cleric searching for beliefs lost to prejudice and time. Servas, a tormented zealot of the Church of the Divine with a dark secret. Brienne, a young noble wizard woman determined to save her family name. Raish, a genius farm boy who doesn't believe in magic. And Cricket, a being unseen on the surface for centuries with a deep hatred for the Church and desperate to find her way back home. The threads of fate intertwine to bring together 5 people who never should have met. They never should have been able to work together, and yet they manage a daring escape, reclaiming a mysterious amulet. And then they set out together, determined to clear their names. In Elwyn, they meet Halvar, a man who says he knows they're innocent. He tells them they must travel to Delanon, a city ruled by the cunning Lord Ravencrest and the even more insidious priest Adi Palpatus, the priest who raised Servas. Halvar believes Lord Ravencrest was responsible for the assassination. Their only hope is to uncover proof of the plot. As they travel north, they encounter an ancient temple of the Church of the Divine. But something's different about this abandoned temple, and Shadow begins to suspect that the Church has not always been the oppressive religious force it is today. In a secret room at the back of the temple, each member of the group is shown a terrifying vision by a mysterious entity, with Raish's vision leaving him to wonder how much he truly knows about anything. Back on the road, the party jumps in to help when a neighboring camp is attacked one night by orcs. Servas, in a moment of rage, transforms mid-battle and reveals the secret that he's tried so desperately to keep. Servas is a half-orc, and he was raised by the Church to despise the very people he came from, and to despise himself. Their journey continues, and after weathering shapeshifters, pranks gone horribly wrong, and a cheese race, the party arrives at last in Delanon. The city is full of deception, secrets, and pickpockets who make quick work of their encounter with Raish in the marketplace. The amulet from their prison break is stolen, leaving Raish without the added boost to his scientific powers. In Delanon, the party learns more about Cricket in her home and about the strange ability her people share to communicate as a collective. Cricket fears being mistaken for the dead and losing that connection to them forever. They also meet Priest Adi for the first time, and although Servas insists he's a good man, the party is deeply wary of him, and they don't believe he has Servas's best interest at heart. The group awaits a banquet being held by Lord Ravencrest in several days, believing it will be the best time to find the information that they need to clear their names. While they wait, they are pulled into the service of Eris, who wants to hire them to rid an ancient keep of the evil plaguing it. Shadow doesn't trust Eris, especially because he has a tabaxi in his servitude, Marianos, a tabaxi with no knowledge of their history or connection to Shadow's people. The group decides to take the job, and it's in the keep, the pit of dismal chaos, that Brienne begins to uncover the secret of her birth and first encounters Somnus, the god of dreams. The keep is truly a place of nightmares, and after 2 days of coming close to death and dreaming of their possible deaths, the group finally battles a multi-eyed malignant horror, which seems to be the source of the evil. They manage to defeat the monstrosity, but Raish's actions result in the terrain itself rising up to attack them, and they're forced to flee as soon as they complete the task. Eris is shocked at their success. In their discussion with him, they learn about Aravandus and his teachings. Shadow had encountered that name before, written on a rare and secret Bible of the Church. Eris agrees to free Marianos as part of the payment for their success, and also reveals to Cricket that her people's history may not be what she's always believed. With the banquet around the corner, the group prepares extensively with a foolproof plan. But Brienne is arrested as soon as the banquet begins, and Servas is manipulated by Priest Adi into carrying a hidden weapon, a ring that is actually glamored, hiding the stolen amulet from the prison. An explosion goes off, as soon as Servas gets close to Lord Ravencrest, killing him. The man they believe to be Halvar has no knowledge of who they are, and it becomes clear that they were tricked into attending the banquet as all hell breaks loose. A portal opens between their realm and another realm, filled with terror and darkness. Undead swarm the hall, and the team fights for their lives and the lives of the other partygoers, battling the horde as well as the demon creature released from the ring. Raish and Servas are each pulled into the other realm at one point, in the wasteland of the other world. Servas encounters Aravandus himself, who charges him with protecting Raish at all costs. When Raish stumbles into the dark world, the man Servas met lies on the floor, and Raish encounters a terrifying woman who seeks to destroy him. Creatures continue to swarm the hall, killing innocent people left and right. Chaos is everywhere. No one can figure out what to fight or how. And when Shadow is killed fighting the creature, Brienne, witnessing the destruction, calls desperately on Somnus to help. She changes their destiny in a way she has never been able to before, pulling on the threads of fate and bringing the energy and power of their future selves into the present, just long enough to win the battle. In the edges of the afterlife, Shadow encounters her abuela, who takes her place in death, sending Shadow back into the world of the living. The party awakens in the home of Lady Hawkwood. Though she had originally believed her husband murdered by these unlikely saviors, she now understands they had nothing to do with the assassination and takes them under her protection. With Priest Adi's true colors showing and the very real threat of a coup against the king, they need Lady Hawkwood's patronage more than ever. But can they survive the scars inflicted by their time in Delanon? Servas's realization that the church he loved has lied to him his entire life about his people, the orcs, who have been demonized, imprisoned, and killed? Shadow's knowledge that Servas's misplaced trust resulted in the death of her beloved grandmother? Brienne's newly forged connection to Somnus, and the discovery that her mothers lied to her about where she came from? Cricket's fear of being forgotten while surrounded by the church she so despises, the church that may have had more of a hand in her people's retreat from the surface than she was led to believe. And Raish, who may have brought something back with him when he returned from the realm of darkness. As Brienne parts ways with the group to return home to get answers, leaving the party even more broken, they set off to Shadow's home on Isla Mista, hoping against hope for answers and a chance to heal. What happens next? You'll have to watch to find out. Join us on our future episodes of 5e Stages of Grief, brought to you by Bards on the Roof.